What I'm going to do also is I'm going to mute everybody. And I want to welcome everybody to the class. I'm so glad that everybody made it. Okay. Oops, people are still coming on. Okay. All right. So we've got everything good. Okay, good. So I hope everybody can see my screen. Please, if you cannot, unmute yourself and let me know, but hopefully everybody can see my screen. It says both sides of the bottle. Give me a thumbs up if you can see it, Sharon. Okay, good. So everybody sees it. Okay, both sides of the bottle. Okay, so it was kind of a fun class. I went into some different stuff. All right, so it was a learning experience for me. And I really hope that everybody enjoys this class as much as I enjoyed putting it together. It took me quite some time to get all the graphics and everything that I wanted to say on the graphics. So bear with me. The first few slides are going to be a lot of talking. So bear with me. All right. So like I say, we want to talk about both sides of the bottle. And what do I mean by that? All right. Well, hopefully as I speak, you're going to understand what I mean by both sides of the bottle. All right. So first of all, we want to talk about what does Doterra even mean? Okay. So Doterra is a company that was founded in 2008. And the mission from the beginning was to share the highest quality essential oils with the world. Now, mind you, in 2008, essential oils were definitely on the scene. A lot of people were using it. It was an emerging industry. And with Doterra, what they sought to do was to look for the highest quality of oils, because they were finding that there was a lot of oils that were of very low, very poor quality. They were being adulterated and then of course sold at, very cheap prices because of that adulteration. Now, the founders of Doterra saw the incredible benefits of using these precious resources, and then they partnered with a group of healthcare and business professionals, and they set out to make that mission a reality. They formed a company and they named it Doterra, which is a Latin derivative meaning gift of the earth. The first hurdle they needed to overcome was to establish a quality standard, and we're going to talk a lot about this quality standard today. They sought to establish a quality standard in an industry that had never had one previously. The Doterra founders were committed to providing only the purest, highest grade essential oils, and this commitment led to the creation of this new standard of quality, Cptg, which stands for Certified Pure Tested Grade. Every Doterra oil is held to the highest possible level of purity using this standard. So Doterra means more than gift of the earth. It means wellness, healing, and hope. Now, Doterra today, it sources, it tests, manufactures and distributes essential oils and related products to over 5 million Doterra wellness advocates. Now, I'm going to say that that number is way higher now, okay? There are way more than 5 million Doterra wellness advocates today. These products from Doterra are sold in 18 international markets and way more. They're opening up huge Doterra plants in all kinds of countries all around the globe. And anybody who listened to the convention, it was unbelievably amazing at what they are doing and the plans that they have going forward. Okay. Now, through industry-leading responsible sourcing practices, Doterra maintains the highest levels of quality, purity, and sustainability. In partnerships with local growers around the globe through co-impact sourcing. We're going to talk about co-impact sourcing here in just a minute, but co-impact sourcing is very, very important for doTERRA. And like I say, we're gonna, I definitely have some slides that you guys are just gonna be so amazed at some of the things that doTERRA does. But then not only co-impact sourcing, also through the Healing Hands Foundation. Okay, now the Healing Hands Foundation is a registered 501c3 nonprofit organization. But what we're gonna find with Healing Hands, I want everybody that's on this Zoom to be able to help out with this doTERRA Healing Hands Foundation. And I'm going to show you how you can help. I've been helping for years. I feel so good about what I've been doing and collectively what we all do as doTERRA wellness advocates. We're going to talk about that in just a few minutes. But anyway, so there's charitable organizations, and what they do is they raise self-reliance, increased access to healthcare, they promote education, advanced sanitation, and they fight against human trafficking. That's something that's just very, very, you know, important to, you know, I'm sure not only myself, but we all feel very important, especially as we hear a lot of things about human trafficking, especially like with the southern border that we share with Mexico. Now, through the life-enhancing benefits of essential oils, doTERRA is changing the world. One drop, one person, and one community at a time. Okay, so doTERRA is very, very interested, and it's a very important initiative for doTERRA to change the world. Now, I thought I had muted everybody, but there's somebody that's not muted. Could everybody just check their settings and make sure that they're on mute? That would really help me out a lot. I'm so easily distracted. I think it's you, Sandra. Make sure that you're on mute, Sandra. All right, so we want to talk about doTERRA's co-impact sourcing. Okay. As I stated before, co-impact sourcing is a very important initiative with doTERRA. All right, so I've got a little bit of reading to do on this slide, but just bear with me. These first few slides are just a little bit more information driven. So now, in addition to supplying the highest quality essential oils, doTERRA is committed to making a positive difference in the lives of farmers, harvesters, and distillers who contribute to doTERRA's oil production. With more than 140 origin oils in its product line, doTERRA sources its oils from over 45 different countries, more than half of which could be considered developing countries. To ensure that small-scale farmers and harvesters in disadvantaged areas are treated ethically, doTERRA has introduced an initiative called co-impact sourcing. Now, co-impact sourcing, it creates a shared value for all the stakeholders in the supply chain by being at the source and intentionally implementing environmental stewardship and/or social impact initiatives. Co-impact sourcing seeks to develop long-term, mutually beneficial supplier partnerships while creating sustainable jobs and providing reliable income in underdeveloped areas. So doTERRA is committed to the ethical treatment of its suppliers by providing on-time payments at fair prices. So doTERRA does not just rip off the like a lot of other essential oil companies, you know, might do. Okay, growers and harvesters are encouraged to form cooperative groups to share collective benefits and bargaining power while improving skills and capacity. Additionally, the doTERRA Healing Hands Foundation helps support development projects in sourcing communities. These projects, they include schools, health clinics, improved infrastructure, and clean water systems. These are things that we do. As we purchase from doTERRA, we are actually helping to further the development of these underdeveloped countries. And that makes me feel really good. So the source to you, whenever you hear that with doTERRA, that's doTERRA's co-impact sourcing strategy. And it's also a deliberate approach to provide ethically responsible employment for those involved in the essential oil supply chain by creating and sustaining jobs in rural and underserved areas. So it's a win-win for everybody. Doterra is committed to benefiting everyone involved, from the small-scale producers to the end users, which would be us. So from the source all the way to you, there are benefits. And this is one of the reasons why I love Doterra, and it's one of the reasons why I will never purchase from another oil company, because I don't see those same practices with these other companies. Now, the Doterra difference with uncompromising selectivity, Doterra sources essential oils from around the globe, okay? So it's not just from one particular place, this is from all around, okay? So very, very important that Doterra is committed to pursuing what's pure. Doterra places great value on the expert knowledge of farmers and artisan distillers in different parts of the world, many of whom have nurtured essential oil plants and distilled them for generations. So it's not like this is something that they don't know how to do, right? These folks that we're getting the oils from, they already know what they're doing, right? They know how to harvest. They know how to distill. They know how to do these things. And now, being a partnership with Doterra, it's a win-win, because Doterra is paying them what they deserve. Now, Doterra recruits their expertise into a global botanical network, and in so doing, responsibly supports thousands of jobs around the world. When Doterra looks for sourcing partnerships, we deliberately choose locations where Doterra can produce the highest quality essential oils while improving the individual social, economic, and environmental well-being of those communities. So like I say, it's a win-win. We get these beautiful oils and they get good paying jobs that they can support their families. They can take care of their needs. So like I say, this is a win-win situation for all involved. All right. So whether it's a tea tree distilling plant in Kenya, or whether it's the lemongrass that goes through what, like I say, what is called the co-impact sourcing guidelines. We know that when we're purchasing through Doterra, we know that we are helping out not just ourselves by the benefit of the oils, but we are helping out people, real people around the globe. Okay, these aren't just the great big brokers that are, basically stealing the oil from places. We are supporting the people on the ground. Now, there is so much that can be said about this co-impact sourcing. And the story about Haiti is perhaps my favorite, because it's no secret that Haiti is the poorest nation on the globe. And with the co-impact of the vetiver sourcing that they do for Doterra, and the way that Doterra gives back to this country is incredible. Whether it's the schools that Doterra builds, whether it's the water that Doterra helps to provide from the water sources, or whether it's the medical facilities that helps these folks in these underdeveloped countries. It makes you feel very good knowing that when you're giving your money to Doterra, Doterra isn't just taking it greedily and hanging on to it. They are giving it to these different countries. And I'm going to show you another way that we can also help through the healing hands. And we're going to talk about that in just a minute. So this is something that's near and dear to me. I absolutely love what I hear about this beautiful essential oil called copaiba. Okay, it comes from Brazil, and it is a beautiful tree. And this beautiful oil has got so many benefits for us. Okay. Now this particular slide, you know, this was like a 3-part graphics accumulation here. You know, I have fun putting these slides together, but this beautiful essential oil is not only is it anti-aging, which I love that. Not only is it good for respiratory, it's good for pain relief. It's good for your mood. It's good for wounds and skincare. It's good for migraines for those who suffer with migraines. It's an antifungal oil and it lowers blood pressure. Now, I don't know anybody out there who's got blood pressure issues. You might want to just incorporate this into your daily routine. And it's so, so easy to get these oils. We got to get these oils working for us. Open up those bottles and get them working in your life. Now, in addition to all of what I just said, Copaiba essential oil is also a detox. It prevents heart problems. Who's in the industry of prevention? I know I am. It prevents cancer. It stops cancer metastasis. That's where it, you know, starts one place and it moves to other places. It stops that. It stimulates urination, which is a very, very important function for our urinary system, is getting things constantly moving and flowing, right? It's anti-inflammatory, prevents arthrosclerosis, and it's an antibacterial. This oil is wonderful. Now, for anybody who wants to just kind of see the Doterra Oil Sourcing, this is only a small snippet of where these oils are that Doterra sources, okay? Whether it's ylang ylang and clove bud from Madagascar, or whether it's peppermint from the good old USA, or whether it's lavender from France, or sandalwood from India. These oils are sourced where they grow best. Not just where they grow, but where they grow best, okay? Try growing orange trees up in Portland, Oregon. You might not do so well, but they have great apples up there, as well as those cherries that, you know, grow up there, as well as there and in Washington State. So Doterra sources where these oils are going to be the best. So over 100 oils sourced from more than 40 different nations. So Doterra doesn't just do what is easy. It does what is best. Now, I want to talk really quick about this program called Healing Hands. Now, every one of you who has ever checked out in your cart, open your LRP order. Now, always remember when you check out, and we talked about LRP before this class, and I hope that everybody understands the value of ordering with an LRP cart, okay? It makes the difference between you getting free product and you not getting free product, right? I like free. I showed you guys the picture of what I got free this month, and it was a lot of product, right? Now, when you place an order, everybody probably is familiar with this little box down here where I circled it with highlight, where it says donate $1 to Healing Hands, okay? I always donate $1 to Healing Hands. Why? Because the work that Healing Hands does makes me feel so good. And if over, like I say, it's more than 5 million, I know I showed you that slide that says that there's over 5 million wellness advocates. There are way more than 5 million wellness advocates. I think there's like double that amount now. Imagine every single month, if only half of that amount donates $1 to Healing Hands, Doterra literally could be doing some wonderful things, because that dollar does not benefit doTERRA at all. doTERRA passes every bit of that on. And these are some of the projects that they do, okay? They bring healing and hope to the world by providing global communities with the tools needed to become self-reliant. Now, in addition to all of the, because we know doTERRA is an essential oil company, right? But in addition to that, doTERRA aspired to serve people and communities with the resources that they had. Initially, it meant donating to charities and fundraisers and community projects, but now doTERRA partners with other charitable organizations and doTERRA wellness advocates, that's us, to offer hope to millions around the world. And this Healing Hands initiative is unbelievably wonderful. They have been doing some wonderful things, and I want to show you just a few of them. It made me feel good when I saw this particular graphic. This woman, she lives in Nepal, which is where we get our wintergreen essential oil. It's a poor country. Her husband was killed in an earthquake. She has a home because of those of us who checked that little box that I just showed you, this box right here. She has a home because people like me and people like you donated $1 to this Healing Hands program. It has benefited her. There are initiatives all around the world that doTERRA has begun, whether it's clinics, like I said, with water, whether it's schools, whether it's days for girls, that there are programs that girls, there are girls that, you know, when they get into their days of puberty, they literally, they cannot leave the house. They miss school and everything. Well, doTERRA has created these programs to help these girls that they can still get their schooling, regardless of what time of the month that it would be. It's a wonderful, wonderful program. Some of the initiatives is the anti-human trafficking through the Operation Hope. We're going to talk about that in just a second. Disaster relief, global health, supporting children, clean water and sanitation, empowering women, and self-reliance. There are some wonderful initiatives that doTERRA does. Now, this is one that is just, it's very, very, it's near and dear to my heart. It's just a very, very important thing, you know, because when we think that slavery does not exist anymore, we are so mistaken. There's a terrible form of slavery called child sex trafficking. And this is human slavery of the most disgusting kind, okay? But doTERRA Hope Blend, every single penny that you pay for the purchase of this beautiful oil, which smells wonderful, is donated to fight child sex trafficking. Now, that in itself is a reason to purchase this oil. I think it's about 20 bucks. This oil, it smells wonderful, uplifts the mood, has got a bright, fresh scent, and it provides a unique aroma profile for personalized fragrance. But even above all of that, for no other reason than to help stop child sex trafficking, that's definitely a good cause. Operation Underground Railroad. If you Google that, Operation Underground Railroad, or OUR, you're going to find a lot of information, okay? They, as a matter of fact, in this Operation Underground Railroad, there was a dog that actually sniffs out drugs and things like that. And they actually named this dog after an essential oil. I believe his name is Cinnamon. And it's just such a beautiful, beautiful story. And the more that I learned about it, the more that I thought, oh my goodness, not only will I continue to donate to this Healing Hands Foundation, but I need to donate more, whether it's the purchase of the oil or just donate more, right? So the Hope Blend is available And 100%, like I say, of the purchase price of this oil is donated to help children escape slavery through doTERRA's Healing Hands Foundation and their partnership with Operation Underground Railroad. So there actually is still hope, okay? And with the purchase of this oil, you are helping. And there's more to it than that, actually. There's a secret code when you actually, and I don't have the oil, it's in my box over there, but when you peel off of you peel back the label, and there's actually a code that, you know, for these girls, that they can, it's numbers that they can call. And I don't know, there's a lot of details with that I don't really understand, but I know one thing, they are making a difference. And that's all that matters to me. Now, in addition to that, here we have the Doterra Spa Rose Hand Lotion. This has been sold out for months. I've been trying to get it into my cart. I cannot get it into my cart. But anyone who has purchased Doterra Spa Rose Hand Lotion has helped to contribute to a miraculous number of service projects. The Doterra Healing Hands Foundation partners with other charitable organizations to bring healing, hope, and help. Okay, so these organizations make it possible for lives to be free of disease and poverty. Okay, the full $20 purchase price of the Doterra Spa Rose Hand Lotion is donated to the Doterra Healing Hands Foundation. And let me tell you something, this lotion smells wonderful. Okay, it's got Bulgarian rose essential oil, which if anybody has smelled Bulgarian rose, they understand that it smells wonderful. All right, so these are two beautiful products that are helping all over the world. Okay, so I had to put that out there, you know, just so we could see that there's more to doTERRA than just an essential oil company. Okay, they are really trying to help around the world. Now, I'm going to try to go through these next few slides as quickly as possible, because at the end of this slideshow, I'm very excited by some of the slides that I put on here. I learned something and I want to pass it on to you. But before I get into that, I want to talk about doTERRA science, okay? Are doTERRA oils pure? Now, I know everybody hears me rant about this every single week of how pure doTERRA oils are, but I want to prove it to you, okay? Because it's not just what I say. So the purity of an essential oil is its most important characteristic, right? Because I can put anything in a bottle, right? And give it to you and say, hey, here, try this, right? No, when an essential oil is adulterated or contaminated, it becomes less effective and can even be dangerous, which is a lot of the reason why you look at the side of a bottle and it says not for internal use. I'm not talking about doTERRA's oils. I'm talking about the oils that you might pick up at Walmart or on Amazon or at the health food store. And you pick up a bottle of lemon oil in it and you turn it over and it says not for internal use. You know what? Put that bottle of oil down and run the other way, okay? Because you tell me why you can eat a lemon, but you can't consume lemon oil. There's a problem there, and it's called contamination and adulteration, okay? When oils are contaminated or adulterated, they become less effective, and like I say, they can even be downright dangerous. Above all else, purity is doTERRA's first priority when producing essential oils. So we want to talk just a little bit about doTERRA in the lab. So how does doTERRA make sure that their essential oils are pure? Well, from the beginning, doTERRA made it their mission to share pure, quality essential oils with the world. However, without a definitive standard of essential oil purity, doTERRA decided to set the standard for purity in the essential oil industry, and they have done just that. Not all essential oil companies choose to enforce high testing standards for their oils. In fact, many companies skip important steps in the testing process in order to save money or time. Unfortunately, when proper testing measures are not taken, it is impossible to ensure that essential oils are truly pure. Hence the reason they put not for internal use, because they don't want to have any lawsuits because of the contaminants and the adulterations that are in that bottle. So that's why the topic of this class are both sides of the bottle. Not only where this oil is coming from, how it's in the bottle, and what's in the bottle. Both sides of that bottle are very important. Now, to ensure that each bottle of essential oil is pure and free from contaminants or synthetic fillers, doTERRA created the Certified Pure Tested Grade Protocol. Now, the CPTG process includes a rigorous examination of every batch of oil along with third-party testing to guarantee transparency. Now, when I am done with the next few slides, you guys are going to say to me, okay, already, stop beating me over the head with the CPTG nonsense, right? Because to me, it's not nonsense. This is very important. As a matter of fact, this is the most important reason why we should buy doTERRA oils and only doTERRA oils. Now, some people ask, does essential oil purity really matter? Or what happens if I use essential oils that aren't pure? The answer is yes. Essential oil purity absolutely matters. If you use an oil that's been adulterated, contaminated, or loaded with synthetic fillers, you will not receive the full natural benefit of the plant. And in some cases, low quality oils can even be dangerous and pose serious threats to your health. This is why doTERRA cares so deeply about essential oil purity. They don't have to do all of what they do. They do it so that we feel good about what we're putting in and on our bodies, okay? Now, if you use an impure oil, it can be difficult to feel the benefits of the oil and can possibly even put your health at risk. However, when you use pure, unadulterated essential oils, they will be more effective and you can stay within the bounds of safe use. How do you know, though, if your essential oils are pure? Let's say I, just get some frankincense at Walmart, right? How can you tell if your essential oils are pure? Before you buy essential oils, do a little research to find out how essential oil companies source, produce, and test their oils. Now, on the bottom of every single doTERRA oil, there is a Q code, and you can position that in front of your camera of your phone, and it will automatically take a picture. It will tell you how it was sourced, where it was sourced, when it was sourced. You are going to get all the facts of that individual bottle of oil. Okay, that's pretty interesting. Now, what about the plant quality? Does the company use high quality plants to produce their essential oils? How about the chemicals and pesticides used in the plant care? How about the production practices? Sandra, would you mind muting your sound? Thank you, Sandra. The production practices. How does the company have safety procedures in place to guard against contamination during the production process? Okay. Are oils adulterated, or are synthetic fillers added to cut costs? That's the reason why you can buy that bottle of frankincense at Walmart at about half of what you can buy it from doTERRA, because it's filled with other stuff. But guess what? Those oils that you buy from doTERRA are going to explicitly say on the back of that bottle, not for internal use. Now, if I have a bottle of frankincense that I cannot use internally, I'm sorry, I don't need that frankincense, because I need my frankincense to go in my body, okay? That's what happens with the oils that you're going to buy that are adulterated, that are contaminated, and that are filled with synthetic fillers, okay? They can afford to sell that oil at a fraction of the cost because it's filled with all kinds of junk. What about the testing methods? And this is what we're going to talk about in depth in the next few slides. Does the company test each batch of essential oil? Is impartial third-party testing used? That's what doTERRA does. They send their oils off to a third party that has no dog in the fight, right? It doesn't matter to them if doTERRA is pure or not. They're just doing their job of just testing these oils, right? Are the test results available to the public? doTERRA's oil testing is available to the public. Like I say, that little Q code, and you're going to get a lot of information on that little bottle of lemon. Storage and handling. Are the oils carefully processed, packaged, and stored to avoid chemical alterations caused by exposure to heat or light? Now, as you notice with doTERRA's bottles, they're always amber colored because they are the best option for essential oil storage. Now, ensuring essential oil purity, the Cptg process is what we're going to talk about the next few slides. doTERRA began Cptg testing process shortly after distillation, when each oil is reviewed for its chemical composition. The doTERRA production facility carries out a second round of testing to ensure that the oils distilled and tested during the first round are the same ones that arrived at the facility. Okay? Now there's a third review of the chemistry of the oils, and that's conducted as the oils are packaged into the bottles before they're shipped out to us, the consumers. So it's not just one, it's not just two, it's three testing. Could everybody make sure that they're on mute? Barbara, could you make sure that you're on mute? Thank you. Now, each test confirms that our essential oils are free of contaminants and that no unexpected alterations occurred during the production. Now, we're going to go on into the meat of this, and I'm trying to be quick because I know that sometimes the science kind of turns people off, but I want everybody to be a scientist for just a minute, okay? Everybody be nerdy with me for just a minute, okay? Because this is important. 8 ways to know that doTERRA essential oils are pure, okay? Organoleptic testing, microbial testing, gas chromatography, mass spectrometry, Fourier transform infrared spectroscopy, chirality testing, isotropic analysis, and heavy metal testing. 8 slides are going to come very quickly, so pay close attention. Organoleptic testing to detect essential oil purity. It involves the use of our human senses, specifically what we can see, what we can smell, what we can taste, and what we can touch. To expert distillers, the senses are used as the first line of quality testing to provide immediate clues as to the acceptability of a product. An oil that has an unusual smell, uneven consistency, or strange color instantly tells the distiller that something is wrong. Oftentimes, this testing is used as a preliminary quality control step before any other tests are even performed. Now, the next one is a microbial testing to detect essential oil purity. Okay, now this involves analyzing a batch of essential oil for the presence of biohazardous microorganisms, things that hurt us, right? Such as fungi, bacteria, viruses, and mold. The process involves drawing a sample and then adding that sample to a sterile growth medium in an enclosed dish or plate, and the sample is incubated for a period of time and then observed for microbial growth. This test is performed on product entering the manufacturing facility and on finished products prior to distribution to ensure that no products have been contaminated during the filling process. This is very, very important stuff, okay? Then we go on to GCMS, or gas chromatography testing to detect essential oil purity. In gas chromatography, an essential oil is vaporized and passed through a long column to separate the oil into individual components. Each component travels through the column at a different speed, depending on its molecular weight, chemical properties, which is measured as it exits the column. Now, using this testing method, quality control analysts can determine which compounds are present in a test sample. Then there's mass spectrometry testing to detect essential oil purity. Now, this is used together with gas chromatography to further determine the composition of the essential oil. In mass spectrometry, the constituents previously separated by the gas chromatography are ionized and sent through a series of magnetic fields. This is big stuff, guys. I mean, this is major testing that they're doing. Using molecular weight and charge, the amount of each constituent can be identified, providing additional insights into the potency of an essential oil. We're getting close to the end, guys. Now, there's the FTIR, or Fourier Transform Infrared Spectroscopy, to detect essential oil purity. It's an infrared spectroscopy, and it's conducted to ensure the potency and consistent quality of a batch of essential oil. This testing method identifies the structural components of essential oil compounds. Now, they use infrared light or different frequencies, and it's shined through a sample of essential oil, and the amount of light absorbed by the sample is measured. I mean, this is so detailed, it's not funny. The quality of the sample is determined by comparing the results from an FTIR reading to a historical database. So in other words, they record all of the data that they get from each individual batch. So it's compared with absorption patterns of high quality samples recorded. Getting close to the end, chirality. Now, this is used to detect essential oil purity. And this is a term derived from the Greek word hand. It is a term used to describe the 3D orientation of a molecule. Just as you have two hands, chiral molecules exist in two forms, distinguishing as either the right or the left of your hands. When placed side by side, they mirror images of one another. In a molecule, each hand has different chemical properties which affect their physiologic interactions. Okay, that would be their function within the human body. One hand is produced predominantly in nature. However, in a laboratory environment, the ratio of right to left hand molecules is always 50-50 because of their structural similarities. The ratio of right to left-handed constituents can be determined through a special type of gas chromatography. I hope everybody's keeping up with me here. Though not commonly performed on a batch-to-batch basis, this testing method is used to ensure that no synthetic elements are present in any essential oil. No synthetic elements whatsoever. I like this. Now, there's isotropic analysis. Now, this is testing to detect essential oil purity again. But this is matter that is made up of tiny chemical building blocks called elements. Although dozens of elements exist, each one is distinct due to the protons it contains. Sometimes an element can exist in more than one stable form if it has more or less neutrons. When this occurs, the elements are called isotopes. Carbon-12, 6 protons, 6 neutrons, and carbon-13, 6 protons and 7 neutrons. Because essential oils are organic compounds, they are composed primarily of carbon atoms and will have a certain ratio of carbon-12 to carbon-13 isotopes. This ratio varies based on location around the world. Okay? So like I say, it matters where the oils are harvested and distilled, okay? Where they're grown. Using a special type of mass spectroscopy, it is possible to determine which isotopes are present in an essential oil constituent and at what amounts. If sourced from the same location, every constituent in an essential oil should have the same ratio of ratio of isotopes. If a particular constituent has an isotopic profile different from that of the other constituents, then the quality control analyst will know that a particular essential oil contains an adulteration. This is so important for them. And last but not least, we're going to talk about the heavy metal testing to detect essential oil purity. Once again, heavy metal testing shows the amount of heavy metal content in any given essential oil. When properly distilled, essential oils shouldn't contain heavy metals. ICP MIS testing uses a high energy medium called inductively coupled plasma, or ICP, to ionize the sample. The sample is then run through a mass spectroscope into its, which separates the sample into its elemental parts and provides a reading about which elements are present and at which quantities. So when I tell you Cptg doTERRA essential oils, understand that those 4 letters, certified, pure, tested grade, or Cptg, that is huge, okay? So when you look at these oils and you say, oh, you know, I think I'll diffuse some On Guard today, understand that that bottle of On Guard, from, like I say, from this side of the bottle to this side of the bottle, it has undergone some strenuous testing procedures, okay? So you can feel very confident that this oil is not only organic, but it is certified, pure, tested grade oils, okay? So I'm gonna take a little break here and take a little sip of my water. All right, now I'm gonna slow down just a little bit and we're gonna talk about some important oils and products for right now. I have been taking Tri-Ease every day for, I don't know, for about a month because I want to get ahead of the season. Never had allergy issues in the past, and I'm not about to start having allergy issues, okay? I can see the, you know, the pollen on my car every time I get in there, right? And I know you can too. This is the season for Tri-Ease. Tri-Ease is a beautiful seasonal blend, okay? Protects against seasonal environmental elements and produces healthy respiratory system when needed the most, okay? Now, with a high concentration of peppermint, it promotes clear breathing. With lavender, it's renowned for its calming and balancing effects, and then lemon peel is cleansing to the body system, okay? So with all of these different constituents that's in here, Tri-Ease will help you to stay strong during this seasonal time of pollen, right? So 1 to 2 soft gels per day as needed, okay? Now the one thing that I will add in here is that with Tri-Ease, oftentimes if you take it after you eat or take it when you're not eating, sometimes you might, you know, burp up some peppermint or you might burp up some lavender. So what I do is I take it before I eat, okay? Right before I eat, and then I put my food on top of it. And so I'm less likely to, you know, to burp up, you know, which, I mean, some people like the taste of peppermint and lavender. I have not, you know, had an issue with the lemon at all. And I don't particularly mind it myself, but you know, some people might not like to, you know, to burp up lavender or peppermint. So just this Tri-Ease, you know, you can definitely give nature a second chance. You can go out. It's safe to go out if you've been taking your Tri-Ease. So enough with that. Wanted to just put this out here for anybody who has issues with the flu. I don't care what flu it is, okay? Viruses are viruses, okay? Whether it's the corona or whether it's the seasonal flu, this is a recipe that everybody should have. If you've been in contact with the flu, or if you just want to keep yourself from getting the flu, this is the bomb, okay? 4 drops of lemon, 2 drops of oregano, 2 drops of tea tree, On Guard, and frankincense in a little veggie capsule down the hatch, okay? You do it at the first sign, or you can just do it as preventative measure, okay? You can also, if you don't like ingesting the oils, you can put it in a roller bottle. You're just gonna triple this recipe, rub it on the bottom of the feet, or you can put these oils in a diffuser. So this is just a wonderful recipe. All right, the top 10 essential oils, of course, we know they are oregano, melaleuca, which is also known as tea tree, On Guard, frankincense, lemon, lavender, peppermint, breathe, digest then, and deep blue. These are the top 10 essential oils that everybody at the very least should have in their medicine cabinet. This is, you can take a screenshot of this because I'm not going to go into each and every one of these, but I just wanted to put this on here because I kind of like this graphic. There are so many benefits to these oils. So many benefits to these oils. This again, Cptg versus over the counter. Look at what you can take in versus, like, instead of Pepto-Bismol, you can take peppermint. Instead of Tylenol, you could take lavender. Instead of Tums, you can take Digest Zen. Instead of Bengay, you can try the deep blue, right? There are so many alternatives that we have when it comes to our health. Now, this is what I really want to talk about. I'm going to take the last couple minutes to do so. This is wellness programs, okay? Now, I never really understood a whole lot about that or about wellness programs, so I took the time to educate myself, and I want to educate you, okay? So it's targeted wellness delivered. Now, there's the mind and mood kit, the immunity kit, the relief kit, the sleep kit, and the respiratory kit. Now, the sleep kit is not yet available. The respiratory kit has just become available, but the mind and mood, immunity, and relief, which is for pain, these kits are available, and we're going to talk about them right now. Now, why choose a wellness program? Well, the wellness programs are a simple, almost effortless way for you to target a specific health goal, to get the exact products you need for what you want to achieve, okay? Whether it's your immune, whether it's your mind and mood, whether it's pain, what do you want to achieve? And Doterra has already put this together for you. They remove the hassle of figuring out what essential oils and products to use. There's no need to repeat the same pattern of scrambling to put together the perfect oil regimen yourself, when you could just sign up for a wellness program. Now, what are the wellness programs? What do you get? The products in this system. Now, this is going to be the immunity kit, okay? Now, this is one of 3 kits that you get. When you sign up, Doterra sends you out this kit right here. Then a month later, you get kit number 2. 2 months later, you get kit number 3, okay? Now, these products were carefully selected to support and strengthen your immune system, keep your environment clean, and protect your home. The best part about this is that you don't need to worry about picking the right products because we've had leading essential oil experts do it for you, okay? So you could see the immune kit number 1, you're gonna get the hand soap, you're gonna get the On Guard toothpaste, you're gonna get dental floss, you're gonna get Purify, which smells wonderful, you're gonna get Wild Orange, On Guard, and then the On Guard sanitizing mist, which is so helpful. I keep it in my Bible bag, and after I've said hello to everybody, I sit down, I pull out my On Guard, a couple of sprays on my hand, rub it together to kill the bacteria and the viruses. And usually whoever's sitting next to me, they'll get a spray as well. So now the second month, this is what you get. So the second month, by now, you would have noticed some differences by using the essential oils and related products every day. The second kit will build on those benefits you've experienced already and take things to the next level. So what do you get in this kit? You get a copper tongue scraper, which that sounds pretty neat to me. You get the tea tree, you get grapefruit, you get the On Guard mouthwash, which tastes wonderful, by the way. You get On Guard soft gels, which everybody should be taking. You get another bottle of that On Guard sanitizing mist, and you get the On Guard beadlets, okay? Which, by the way, not only immune system, they are very good for oral health. They're good for your teeth and your gums. You just chew it, get that clove and all of those cool oils, rub it around your gums with your tongue, and then swallow it. So you get the benefits not only in your mouth, but also in your body. Now, you've incorporated new products into your routine, and Doterra has a few more special ones just for you. Okay, these products are designed to support your immune system, keep your environment clean, and protect your home. Now, this is the third kit. So what are you going to get? You're going to get the sanitizing wipes. You're going to get the sanitizing spray. Plus, you're going to get a little clip for that sanitizing spray. You could clip it onto your backpack, onto your belt loop, onto your purse, wherever you want it. You're going to get the On Guard oil roll-on. You're going to get veggie caps so you can make those flu bombs that I was just showing you, and other stuff as well. You're going to get Breathe oil. You're going to get the protective blend for children, but you can also use it for adults. And then what's that last one? It looks like it's got to be tea tree or oregano. I can't quite see what that one is, but anyway, you're going to get some great stuff in there. And please, please understand, I'm just now learning, so I don't have all of the oils right here in my mind. But Relief Kit, this is the second series of kits. There's one of 3. This is the first one. And as you can see with this, you're going to get Deep Blue oil, Aroma Touch, the Deep Blue polyphenol, which this is a very good supplement. You're going to get the Deep Blue rub samples, which I believe there's 10 in that box. And then you're going to get it's a massaging ball, and you could use this on your back, you could use it on your hands, you could use it on your feet. But now sometimes your body needs greater comfort and relief. With these special collections, you have everything you need to give your muscles and joints support as you push yourself to grow stronger and healthier. Now, the second month, you're going to get the second kit, which will build on those benefits you've already experienced already and take things to the next level. Now here you're going to get wintergreen, a bottle of wintergreen. You're going to get a full-size bottle of Deep Blue Rub, as well as a travel-size bottle of Deep Blue Rub. You're going to get the Copaiba soft gels, and you're going to get the Aroma Touch for massages. Okay. And then the third month, you are going to get the Past Tense Essential Oil Blend. You're going to get the Deep Blue Essential Oil Blend. You're going to get the turmeric, which is an anti-inflammatory dual chamber capsule. This is not just an ordinary supplement. This is a wonderful supplement. Okay. You're going to also get a small little bottle of the fractionated coconut oil. Why? So you could mix in these 3 10 ml roller bottles, the Past Tense and the Deep Blue, and you could use it whether it's arthritis in your hands, whether it's arthritis in your joints, whether it's pain in your neck or your back or your shoulders or your knees or your feet, wherever it would be, you are going to get the help in the places that you need it the most. All right. The last one I'm going to talk about is the Mind and Mood Kit. Okay, this special collection contains powerful tools you can use to create an uplifting environment that helps you feel centered no matter what life throws your way. You're going to get balance. You're going to get the doTERRA natural deodorant in the balance smell as well. And you're going to get the adaptive soft gels and the adaptive roll-on. The second month, you are going to get the adaptive the doTERRA Spa bath salts. You're going to get it's a black spruce. You're going to get the lavender touch. You're going to get now a 15 ml of the adaptive that you can put in your diffuser, or you can make roll-ons if you want. And you're going to get the wild orange. Awesome, awesome kit. Now, the third month, you've already added 9 new products into your routine, and this kit includes a few more wonderful products designed to help you feel centered, balanced, and at peace. You're going to get the doTERRA Spa. It's like a whipped body butter. You're going to get the Balance Roll-On, the Serenity, and the Adaptive Spray. Now that's awesome. These are products I don't have. I have cedarwood, I have citrus bliss, and I also have lavender, but I don't have those Serenity and Adaptive sprays. So you choose your program, Pick from immunity, respiratory, mind and mood, and relief. Like I say, sleep is coming soon. You use those products daily, and each month you receive a new kit of specialized products for your program, and you own your health. Start seeing results. Start seeing real results as you integrate essential oils into your daily routine, and then you repeat or you pick a new program. Okay, so when you're done with the first program, you can go right in the next program. All right, so it's just a very, very good way of, you know, incorporating good daily habits. And I know sometimes I need to be pushed, you know, to use my oils. Now, want to make sure everybody knows how they can get these oils into your home. If you don't already know, there is the Healthy Start Kit, there is the Healthy Essentials Kit, and there is the Healthy Habits Kit. Okay, and there is a BOGO month. This particular month, there is a BOGO box, and this is the last day of the daily BOGOs. I want everybody to get this last BOGO. I'm gonna get it. You buy spearmint, I think it's like 20 something bucks, and you get lemon and tangerine free. Okay, this is an awesome BOGO month. It's a BOGO +1, but this is the last day of this BOGO week. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said BOGO month. It's BOGO week, and this is the last day. Make sure you grab this, and make sure when you check out that you are checking out in your LRP cart, not as a single one-time order. Make sure you are doing this in your LRP cart. Why? So you can get in on the points. Okay, that is the end of my presentation. Our mission, like I say, both sides of the bottle, is to change the world one drop, one person, one community at a time. I am going to stop my sharing. I am going to